close with only one tight end currently under contract. The Bills have some work to do in free agency. Here's 8 they may consider. Maiorana and Leo Roth and Virginia Butler and Jamie Germano, Rochester Democrat and ChronicleWith only one tight end, vastly unproven and still raw. Jason Croom, currently under contract for the 2019 season. It is clear the Buffalo Bills' desperate need to solidify this position. Beane and Sean McDermott have acknowledged this, speaking at the NFL Scouting Combine about the obvious void on the roster, one that will likely have to be filled through a combination of free agency and the draft. "We only have one, so we have to address that position one way or another," McDermott said. "There's obviously plenty of opportunities between now and opening day to make sure we've got the right players at that position. The roadmap for getting this done shouldn't be too complicated. The majority of tight ends who will be available in free agency starting Wednesday are known more for their blocking acumen than receiving prowess, while the best players in the draft are the exact opposite, skillful and athletic pass catchers who could be immediate difference makers in the downfield passing game. Getting someone who can do both proficiently would be great, but there aren't many Rob Gronkowskis roaming the solar system. So, having tight ends with specific skill sets and mixing them into different personnel groups is what most teams do. You want to make sure you've got the young quarterback, or any quarterback, protected," McDermott said, referring to tight ends who can block. "If you start there and start building out from there, the tight end is an important position for a quarterback. You see how that helps a young quarterback. Whether he becomes a security blanket, he can turn a 5-yard completion into a 15-yard gain. Obviously, the work on third down and in the red zone, I think it goes without saying how important the position is. Thank you. You're almost signed up for high school sports. Keep an eye out for an email to confirm your newsletter registration." More newsletters. Here's a look at 8 tight ends the Bills may kick the tires on in free agency. Dwayne Allen, Patriots. Dwayne Allen isn't much of a receiver, but he is a solid blocker. Photo, Stu Milne, USA Today Sports. Height, weight, 6'3", 265th NFL experience, age, 7 years, 292,018 cap hit, $3.88 million career stats, 86 games, 72 starts, 139 catches, 1,564 yards, 20 TDS. Because he was released by the Patriots last week, he's gotten a head start on the free agency trail, and Buffalo was one of the visits he made, but he is also on the radar of the Lions, Dolphins and Ravens, so far. It's even possible that he could re-sign with the Patriots at a reduced salary. Allen, who had a couple of nice receiving years early in his career with the Colts and Andrew Luck, is no longer that player, and he won't do a thing for the Bills as a receiver. He caught only 13 passes from Tom Brady the past 2 years. But he is the quintessential blocking tight end, and he's made about $25 million in his career doing so. Jesse James, Steelers. James caught 118 passes his last 3 seasons in Pittsburgh. Photo, Philip G. Pavley, USA Today Sports. Height, weight, 6'7", 261st NFL experience, age, 4 years, 242,018 cap hit, $1.959 million career stats, 56 games, 36 starts, 120 catches, 1,189 yards, 9 TDS. WHGN. Combine youth, pass catching and blocking. James might be the most desirable and well-rounded tight end the Bills should be looking at. He has tremendous size and isn't afraid to use it, but he's also a skilled receiver who can get open down the seam. Last year, among tight ends who were targeted at least 30 times, James had the 3rd best passer rating when targeted, number of 117.8, trailing only Travis Kelce of the Chiefs and Mark Andrews of the Ravens. What that means is when Ben Roethlisberger threw his way, he caught it, and did something with it. James finished with 30 receptions for 423 yards and 2 TDs last season, and in the last 3 years, he has 118 catches. In 2018, he also ranked 18th among tight ends with 184 yards after catch, and had only 2 drops on 32 catchable balls. Luke Stalker, Titans. Luke Stalker has only 68 catches in 9 NFL seasons. Photo, Jim Brown. USA Today Sports. Height, weight, 6'5", 253rd NFL experience, age, 9 years, 302,018 cap hit, $1.137 million career stats, 99 games, 68 starts, 68 catches, 577 yards, 5 TDs. Stalker has made a career with the Buccaneers and Titans as a punishing blocker both in the run game and in pass protection, most notably of Jameis Winston in Tampa Bay and Marcus Mariota in Tennessee. Like Allen, he's not going to be involved in any way in the downfield passing game, but in short yardage and goal line situations, he's the proverbial sixth offensive lineman. He has even lined up occasionally as a fullback in the backfield on running plays, and he was a contributor on special teams, with 190 total snaps last year for the Titans. James O'Shaughnessy, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy caught a career-high 24 passes last season for the Jaguars. Photo, Thomas J. Russo, USA Today Sports. Height, weight, 6'4", 245th NFL experience, age, 4 years, 272,018 cap hit, $714,000 career stats, 53 games, 16 starts, 46 catches, 449 yards, 1 TD. O'Shaughnessy has yet to establish himself in the NFL after 4 years split between the Chiefs and Jaguars. His best season as a receiver did come last year as he caught 24 balls for 214 yards, but where he really improved was as a run blocker, as Pro Football Focus graded him 4th best in that department. As a pass protector, PFF did not like him nearly as much. O'Shaughnessy had more than double the offensive snaps of another free agent Jaguars tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins, and he also logged 119 special team snaps. This could be an excellent buy low opportunity who Bills tight ends coach Rob Boras could develop because the physical tools are clearly evident. Tyler Eifert. Bengals injuries have consistently sabotaged Tyler Eifert's first 6 NFL seasons, all spent with the Bengals. Photo, Jason Gets. USA Today Sports. Height, weight, 6'6", 255th NFL experience, age, 6 years, 282,018 cap hit, $4.75 million career stats, 43 games, 32 starts, 142 catches, 1,716 yards, 21 TDs. Arguably the most talented and potentially the best tight end in this group, but Eifert is also the most injury-prone, and that's the issue the Bills, or any other team, would have to debate before signing him. The Bengals' first-round pick in 2013, Eifert has never gone through a season without missing games due to injury, and in 4 of his 6 years, he played 8 games or fewer. But when he's healthy, he can be superb, as he was in 2015 when he caught 52 passes for 615 yards and 13 TDs. Over the course of his star-crossed career, he has averaged 1 TD reception every 2 games, so if he can avoid the injury bug, he could be a key cog on offense. If nothing else, his injury history should bring his cost down a bit. Max Williams. Ravens. Max Williams was one of the NFL's best run-blocking tight ends last season. Photo, Jay Biggerstaff. USA Today Sports. Height, weight, 6'4", 252nd NFL experience, age, 4 years, 242,018 cap hit, $1.289 million career stats, 42 games, 21 starts, 63 catches, 497 yards, 3 TDs. Williams looked like a budding star when the 2015 second-round pick caught 32 passes in his rookie season, but since then, he has just 31 catches combined while missing 20 of a possible 48 games. Injuries have been his primary issue, but a change of scenery may be just what he needs because the Ravens were loaded at the position last year and snaps were at a premium. He has shown versatility in how the Ravens have used him, and like James, he can contribute as both a receiver and a blocker. Williams will be only 25 years old when training camp starts, so he could prove to be a low-budget reclamation project. In addition to his pass-catching skills last season, among tight ends with at least 230 run-block snaps, PFF graded him as 4th best in run-blocking efficiency behind only Trey Burton of the Bears, George Kittle of the 49ers and his Ravens teammate, Nick Boyle. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Jaguars' Austin Seferian-Jenkins caught 50 passes for the Jets in 2017. Photo, Ed Mulholland, USA Today Sports. Height, weight, 6'5", 260 seconds. NFL experience, age, 5 years, 262,018 cap hit, $1.855 million. Career stats, 43 games, 29 starts, 116 catches, 1,160 yards, 11 TDS since being a second-round pick of the Buccaneers in 2014, Seferian-Jenkins has been a classic underachiever, and Tampa Bay waived him 2 games into his third season, whereby he was signed by the Jets. In 2017, despite being suspended 2 games for violating the league's substance abuse policy, Seferian-Jenkins finally flashed his potential when he caught 50 passes, though they totaled only 357 yards. The Jets waived him and Jacksonville picked him up for 2018, and Seferian-Jenkins was again non-existent with 11 catches for 90 yards in 5 games. Given his history, he's an unlikely target for the Bills, unless they believe they can draw out of him the potential he has only occasionally flashed. Lavin Toilolo. Lions' Lavin Toilolo was the top-rated pass-blocking tight end last season according to Pro Football Focus. Photo, Mark Konechny, USA Today Sports. Height, weight, 6'8", 268 NFL experience, age, 6 years, 272,018 cap hit, $1.50 million. Career stats, 95 games, 67 starts, 95 catches, 986 yards, 8 TDS. An interesting prospect because he's a guy who has flown way under the radar during a 6-year career that included 5 seasons in Atlanta and last year in Detroit. In 2018, PFF ranked him No. 1 among tight ends in pass blocking. He's a functional run blocker despite his tall frame, and he caught 21 of his 24 targets for 263 yards. Further, he has missed only 1 game due to injury in his career. Maiorana at Gannett.com